Hello and welcome to the 12th round of the TCC Championship. Um, 8 people are today here, and we broke a barrier. We broke a barrier in the qualifying. Charlotte Manning, not just her first pole position, while Christian Alvarez drives the fastest lap of the warm-up. Charlotte Manning, um, first woman to score a pole position in IVRC. An IVRC TCC, I might add. Incredible stuff. Um, yeah. Starting grid, I will present in a second while I look for a good camera to broadcast the start from. I think this will be the best camera for it. And meanwhile, Kenneth Rockland now with the fastest lap in the warm-up. Yeah, I'm excited for this race today. I hope everyone watching is too. 8 people today here. And we hope for a good race. While we wait for the race to start. Probably this is the reason, because Max Strucker is still the driver. And now it starts. One second. now we're heading for race action. We see the cars line up on the grid. Like I said, Charlotte Manning on pole. Second Strübing, third Raschke, fourth Rockland, fifth Fugenci, sixth Sturka, seven Munoz, eighth Alvarez. Oh, fuck. I apologize for this bad camera angle for the start, but it looks like Charlotte Manning gets away good. Strübing not too bad as well on second. Side by side into turn one, Strübing on the inside, and Strübing is first. Someone goes to wide, or at least clipped something there. Yellow flag. Oh, it's Thomas Raschke! What happened to Thomas Raschke? Got a bad start. And then missed the point, came back on track and was hit by Alvarez. Strübing leads, second Charlotte Manning, third Stroker, fourth Rakler, fifth Munoz. No, they dueling at least for fourth. Sixth Fugenci, seven Alvarez, eighth Raschke. Let's stay with the leader Philipp Strübing here. Charlotte Manning in a new car. She's now the Hyundai. After the departure of 2012 Motorsport, she was quickly signed by Artmore and is now in second place for that team. Oh, already looking for slipstream. We see Mark and Charlotte there as well. Attack from Mark on the inside into turn one. Oh, and Mark almost flips. Has to go the long way. And gets pushed wide by Charlotte again. It's now in third. Strübing still leading the race. Oh, and Stwerker again with an attack into the hairpin. And takes second place. Against Manning. Oh, counter by Manning. Switchback attempt by Stwerker. Mark kept alongside and now keeps second place as it seems. Oh, little mistake by Mark Storker there, I think. Oh, and Mark goes very wide here out of the last turn. I think Charlotte might be the person taking advantage of that. Into turn 1. She doesn't attempt a dive bomb, but Mark goes wide nonetheless. Now comes the attack. Surprise! But she goes wide and Mark keeps second place. Mark now starts opening up a little gap to Charlotte Manning. And obviously he's trying to close the gap to his teammate Philipp Strübing now. Other than that, we don't have any battles right now on track. Let's keep with Philipp Strübing. Who has led every second of this race so far, basically. Strübing with the fastest lap of the race, actually. Let's drive with him for a bit now. On this nice track here on the Algarve coast in Portimao. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Strübing that looked close to flipping the car. And now he starts doing mistakes. It looks like Max Verker is putting in the pressure. As we are going through the last parts of this track. Mark goes wide again in the last corner, has slipstream though. And is close to Mark now with the fastest lap himself. Let's drive with him for a bit. Oh, much better exit here from Mark compared to Philipp Strübing. The attack is coming now. And Mark Stwerker takes the lead of the race. Started in 6th, now is leading already. We're going to the last bits of the track. The championship leader leading the race, like he did for most parts of this season. And he burns another fastest lap of the race on the asphalt. Tremendous pace here from Max Twerker. Captivating stuff here from Max Twerker. Just his pace alone throughout the entire year was very impressive. The gap opens up to Philipp Strübing. And the gap is relatively close between Charlotte Manning and Alejandro Munoz for third place right now. Munoz has fought himself into this race, and now Charlotte does a mistake. And they touch! And Manning keeps it on track and keeps the car in third. Big contact between the two. Where can Munoz attempt an overtake? He is close. He is very close, and Charlotte Manning knows that. Now going through the last corner. Again Munoz with the slipstream. No attack from Munoz there, and Munoz flips! Munoz flips the car! But gets it back on all four, and now Charlotte goes wide. Crazy couple of seconds here. Meanwhile, we can say that Thomas Rushke has overtaken Christian Alvarez for 7th place. Fulgenci apparently has done a mistake. He's now down in 6th. Nonetheless, this is the interesting fight. In this race, the fight for 3rd place, Munoz looks there for a cheeky attempt at an overtake. The Hyundai and the Peugeot fighting here on track. Again, slipstream for Munoz. He doesn't look for an attack necessarily. He does now on the outside. Can't make the move stick. Charlotte Manning still leading this race in 3rd place. Still being in 3rd race in this race. Of course, Max Berger leading it. Oh, now the attack. Inside. They slightly touch. He sends Charlotte a bit wide, but he takes 3rd place like it looks. Now he doesn't have the perfect line. Switchback by Manning. Now Munoz inside again. Oh, Raiders close racing between the two, but Charlotte Manning stays in 3rd place. Meanwhile, Fulgenci has lost a lot of time. He's now back there with Thomas Rushke and Christian Alvarez as well. And Munoz again with slipstream on the main straight. And this time he looks on the inside for an attack. And he does attack. And he takes 3rd place and then spins, flips, and this time flips completely. Can Kenneth Ragland even profit off of that? No. But Munoz is now in 4th with a lot of damage on the car. I think this confirms Charlotte at 3rd place in this race with 1.5 minutes left. Rushke now 6th, Alvarez 7th, Fulgenci 8th. But this man currently leads the race. Max Werker in 1st place. 15 seconds left in this race now. And it looks like we won't get another fight on track now. So we'll just keep with the leader, Max Werker. And this is the last lap. And unless he does a big mistake, he will win this race. Goes through the last bits of this track. Last corner. And Max Werker wins the race in Portimao. Teammate Philipp Strübing will finish in second. Charlotte Manning third. Alejandro Munoz, disappointed maybe in fourth. Kenneth Ragland, fifth. Thomas Raschke will probably finish in sixth. Yeah. Seventh Alvarez and eighth
User joined your channel.
will be Nahuel Fulgenci in this race, who isn't over the line yet. Eighth Nahuel Fulgenci. And I assume I'm joined by the winner of this race, Max Werker. Mark. You came, you saw, you won. Is that accurate?
Oh, well, it worked out pretty fine, I guess. Actually, never ever expected to win any race in Portimao. But, yeah, it's the usual stuff, the biggest, yeah, in my opinion, shittiest tracks. I'm actually the fastest. I don't know why, but it's usually the same. So, yeah, worked out quite fine. Another win. I'll take it.
I think you still had, in one of the early laps, a little bit of a scare when it looked like your car was about to go upside down.
Yeah, a little bit.
We saw it with a lot of people having those problems in turn 1, 2, and 3.
Well, I didn't expect the car to actually flip, but
Munoz flipped.
was a bit scary.
Munoz made the car flip in a battle for third place with Charlotte Manning. So, yeah, you will start the second race in 8th place. What are your hopes for that race? Where do you see yourself after the next 30 minutes?
Well, actually, I didn't see myself in first anyway, in this race. But yeah, we'll see how the second race works out. The start was phenomenal, and if I can pull it off again in race 2, maybe it's enough for maybe it's enough for another win. But it depends on the other guys as well, and yeah, maybe my car will be damaged. I don't know. We'll see. And if so, I'm pretty sure I'm not able to win again. But if not, everything's possible, I guess.
We know everything is possible in TCC. And I don't want to hold you up any longer. For you to prepare for race 2, and maybe we see each other again in victory lane here after the second race.
We'll see. We will know in about 30 minutes. So, see you, man.
See you.
User left your channel.
Here we go. So, cheese, 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 cheese. Butter. Spread it on the bread. Bollocks. Cheese, 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 cheese. Brown bread. Lucy doesn't like cheese. So you'd have starved in the 70s. Lurpak, spreadable butter. Line it up and it's on. Good man, cheese. Other graters are available. Rotary graters. This is one of those. One of them was cheddar, that's this one here, cut from a true wheel. Red Leicester. The third one in a small blue pot that smelled of sick. These are cheese. Not shea grown, not line caught, not oak aged, not free trade, just cheese. 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 Butter. Spread it on the bread. Bollocks. Cheese. 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 I hope that's been useful. Join us again next time when we make sarnies of the 70s. Cheese. Here we go. So, cheese, 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 cheese. Butter. Spread it on the bread. Bollocks. Cheese, 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 cheese. Brown bread. Lucy doesn't like cheese. So you'd have starved in the 70s. Lurpak, spreadable butter. Line it up and it's on. Good man, cheese. Other graters are available. Rotary graters. This is one of those. One of them was cheddar, that's this one here, cut from a true wheel. Red Leicester. The third one in a small blue pot that smelled of sick. These are cheese. Not shea grown, not line caught, not oak aged, not free trade, just cheese. 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 Butter. Spread it on the bread. Bollocks. Cheese. 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 I hope that's been useful. Join us again next time when we make sarnies of the 70s. Cheese.
Oh, we're back. Yeah. First Fulgenci, second Alvarez, third Rashka, fourth Rockland, fifth Munoz, sixth Manning, seventh Strübing, eighth Worker. Cars line up on the grid. The lights go on. And it's lights out and away we go. Fulgenci doesn't have the best of starts. Looks like Alvarez is winning the start. Looks like Alvarez will head into turn 1 leading the pack. Or Rashka tries to have an attempt on the inside but loses positions due to that. Alvarez leads. Manning second, third Fulgenci I think. While Rashka and Munoz touch. Christian Alvarez, he won the start. He's now leading the race in front of Charlotte Manning. And he immediately tries to pull away and then misses the braking point in the hairpin. Like, apparently everyone, well I think two Repsol cars have touched there. Strucker with an uncharacteristically bad start to this second race, while Alvarez goes wide again. But still leading. Manning is not too far off. Oh, and Alvarez almost flips the car and Manning takes the lead. Fulgenci second. It looks like Alvarez got a problem. He's fourth now and he will lose another position to Rashka, it seems. Oh, look at that huge pack of fighting cars in the back. But Manning leads in front of Fulgenci. Third Rockland, fourth Alvarez, fifth Rashke, sixth Worker, seventh Strübing, eighth Munoz. Oh, and there goes, I think that's Alvarez wide. It's now last. And Charlotte will have to try to now open up a gap. To Fulgenci, to Rockland, to Rashke. And hope that Mark won't get through them very quickly. Stwerker, meanwhile, already up in fourth position, is past Stwerker. While Fulgenci keeps the gap not too big. He is in striking distance to Charlotte Manning. And he will now potentially have slipstream on the main straight. .6 of a second it is between the two. Oh, it looks like Rockland miscalculated turn 1 and Stwerker might take advantage of that. Yes, Strucker now up into third place. Genji looking for an attack there. Manning seems to have problems in the second sector. She loses a lot of time there. And now the attack from Fulgenci around the outside doesn't work. Switchback potentially. And there in the background we already see Mark Strucker looming. As they again come across the line. Four tenths between the first and the second position. Alvarez seems now to be a lap down. Interestingly, I think that's just a bug though. Yeah, first sector she makes up time to Fulgenci again. Now comes the strong sector for Fulgenci, the second and the third one. This is where it appears that Manning is struggling to keep the pace. The gap again down to 4/10 of a second. Where can Fulgenci in his Peugeot attempt the overtake against the Hyundai? Slipstream. Can now attack come from Fulgenci? How much is it when they cross the line? 4/10. Strucker meanwhile with the fastest lap of the race. Let's take a look from his perspective on this. Again, she goes wide there. To the hairpin. And now Strucker goes wide here. Presumably losing time. And he is getting closer to Manning, to Fulgenci. He is profiting off of them dueling for first place. And now comes the attack by the full Genji against Manning. On the inside into turn 1. Manning keeps the lead. 10 minutes left in this race. Fugenchi again lost a lot of time in the first sector, but now is the part of the track where he usually makes up that time. But now also Mark Stwerker has caught up. Will Mark Stwerker risk it for an attack? Or does he think he is gonna wait for the main straight, potentially trying to do it with Slipstream? I think that wasn't the perfect line from Charlotte Manning there. And Fulgenci is close again. Fulgenci is very close again. And Stwerker is close to Fulgenci. Drawing closer to the start-finish straight, and we could see 3 wide on the start-finish straight now. Oh, I think Fulgenci with a bad exit out of the last corner. Oh, and I think he caused Swerker to have a bad exit as well due to that. Strübing, meanwhile, has driven forward to 4th place. I think Manning will get away with another lead lap, while Swerker tries to attack Fulgenci. But can't pass. Attack on the inside. 2nd place now for Stwerker. Or is that Fulgenci is still there. Fulgenci is still in 2nd. Attack now into the hairpin. Stwerker takes 2nd place now. I think now he... No! Fulgenci was the switchback! Fulgenci with a beautiful switchback maneuver. Now around the outside potentially. Know that he runs out of space there. Oh, now I think he could now, or almost spins the car, but looks like he keeps it now in front of Fulgenci. No, Fulgenci again with a switchback move, but now he's on the outside. I think Stwerker has him. Stwerker takes 2nd place in this race. Oh, Fulgenci tries it in the inside in the last corner. Great battle between these two. While Charlotte Manning starts pulling a gap to those two. Fulgenci, will he attack into turn 1 again? Doesn't look like it. goes wide there again. And Fulgenci is not someone who's going to leave off. Oh, they touch! Fulgenci almost spins him, but Max Drucker keeps the car straight. 2 seconds now behind Charlotte and Manning. You know that if Mark gets some free air in front of him, some not battling with now with Fulgenci for a second, that he is able to close down that gap. What's the gap after this lap? Oh, that Storker theoretically had a free lap for, you know, an entire free lap. But Fulgenci now with an attack again. 2.3 seconds, 2/10 more now for Manning. And Fulgenci with an attack inside. Storker defends good there. And keeps second place. Oh, and Fulgenci with the surprise attack! Switchback by Stwerker! Fulgenci stays there, sends Stwerker wide. And Stwerker keeps second place. This completely plays into the hands of Charlotte Manning. Stwerker with a bad exit out of the hairpin. Fulgenci could profit off of it, but doesn't. Oh, slight touch. Oh, Mark goes wide again. And I think Fulgenci could take advantage of it with an overtake attempt on the start-finish straight. Mark twice to squeeze him, but Fulgenci now is second. Mark tries to switch back. Doesn't work. Outside. Doesn't work. Another attempt on the inside. Can't accelerate as good. Still second. Now goes into second place because he gets better through that corner. We go into the hairpin now, I think. Fulgenci can't pull that move off. Stwerker goes wide again. That will cost him more time. Again goes wide and rides a little bit over the curb there. Oh, attack from Fulgenci. Mark goes wide, not Mike. I think they slightly touched there, and suddenly Philipp Ströbing is in the battle for second. 30 seconds left in this race. I think Charlotte Minnick is through in the battle for the win. But who is second, third and fourth is the question right now. We're going on a start-finish straight again. Slipstream battle between those three. Attack on the inside from Fulgenci? No. Oh, Strübing looks for an opening against Fulgenci though. We're definitely in the last lap. Let's go to race leader Charlotte Manning for the last lap though. For fairness reasons, while we see a little bit in the background of the battle. Obviously, one lap in Portimao is quite long. While Fulgenci attacks again. Let's keep with the leader Charlotte Manning. Oh, and Strübing has gone past Fulgenci. Strübing with a great late resurgence. While Charlotte goes through the last corner. And Charlotte Manning will win this race, while it looks like Fulgenci will finish in fourth. Manning wins. Stwerker second, third Strübing, fourth Fulgenci. Fifth will be Kenneth Rockland. Sixth looks like Alejandro Munoz. Yes, Alejandro Munoz in sixth. Seventh, Thomas Roschke. And eighth will be Christian Alvarez, who is for some reason counted as a lap down, which I highly doubt. Yeah. But she is the winner, Charlotte Manning. Great performance. Just driving the car home in the second part of this race, while Stwerker and Fulgenci battle for second place. Great win for her, coming from 6th place in this race. And we see her drive the car back now, slowly back to the pits. We see her coming into the pits, worker there. Okay. Munoz not quite there yet, but he will now go in there. And Alvarez. Did Alvarez drive the lap? No, Alvarez didn't drive the lap. That could be a penalty after the race. But she won the race, Charlotte Manning. We'll wait for the race winner.
Channel switched. User was moved to your channel.
And we are here with the winner of race 2. Charlotte Manning. Third race win today.
Hi.
I think first pole position it was earlier today, right?
Yeah, the first pole position in TCC at least. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I'm just.
what I meant. By the way, you're with that the first woman to get a pole position in TCC. Since, the start of it in 2018. Yeah, it looked like in the first half of the second race, you had quite your hands full with Fulgenci, who never really seemed to let up, and then profited off of him battling with Strucker for second position, just pulling open a gap.
Yeah, race 2 was it was quite a chaotic one. First of all, props to the little Argentinian guy. I think he's Argentinian at least. In the red Peugeot, he really helped me to capture this win. He just held up Mark pretty much the entire second half of the race. He would have gotten me if he didn't hold it up, to be honest. Mark, that he had the pace, but he was just stuck with the reverse grids. And I think we equalized on a great start.
Yeah. I think there wasn't a lot of... In the first race, you had quite a nice battle with Alejandro Munoz, though, until he completely barrel rolled the car. I remember you did that almost too in the first race, right?
Yeah, that's true. There's a sausage curb on the inside of turn 1. You hit it, you are pretty much airborne, and from that it's just a combination of reaction and just driver skill to get it back onto the 4 wheels. And yeah, I don't know, but about the battle with Milos, it was such a great battle in my opinion. I just loved every second of it. Every time I was just like, come on, choose a side, go the inside, stay behind me. I was really going defensive everywhere, just trying to keep him behind, and I just loved every second of the battle.
Okay. Then again, congratulations on the first pole. Congratulations on the third win of the season, and I hope you have a good evening.
Thank you. I hope you do too.
Thank you.
Channel switched.
And with that, we finish today's coverage of IVRC TCC. Until the next time, and